Hey YouTube, it's Pepper coming at you with an update on the journey to a healthier me. It's a good week. Um, Last week I weighed in at 202.1, and this week I weighed in at 199.5. Wonderland, baby, Wonderland! Yay! I was so excited. I was just convinced that it was going to take me another 2 weeks to get to Wonderland, but made it. So it's absolutely wonderful. Uh, just a big milestone. And I'm, looking at maybe another 55, 60 pounds. Um, just absolutely wonderful. So let's get that out of the way. Yay! My highest recorded weight for the surgery was back in mid-November of last year in 2013 at 250. And then on November 21st, I had my surgery, my vertical sleeve gastrectomy at Virginia Hospital Center with Dr. Mays. And that morning I weighed in at 247. And like I said, I was down to 199.5. So that's, I've lost 2.6 pounds for this week, and then I've lost 50.5 since right before my pre-op diet, and then 47.5 since surgery. So I couldn't be happier. It's just exciting. Yay! One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I think Michael had mentioned this in his video, how people are treating him differently or they perceive differently. And it was kind of funny because I kind of felt that way this week too, especially now that the weight has, come off enough that you can really kind of notice more so than before. When you're losing, 10 or 15, somebody really close to you might notice, but the masses don't really notice. But once you start getting, between 30 and 50 pounds off, then it's like people start to notice. And I don't know if that just changes how people treat you, or if it's just a perceived thing. Because you're a little more outgoing, I know I smile a lot more at work. I just feel just so much better, and I'm sure it's got to show. So, before, you're walking down the hallway looking all mean and, upset all the time. People aren't going to be all that friendly. So I think that has a lot to do with it, is just, when you start losing the weight, you just feel better. You just act, outwardly happy, and I think that projects on others, so it comes back to you. So it was interesting to see just some of the people that, just kind of, you would just say hi in the hallway kind of thing, and just how much more they smiled back recently, and wanting to stop and have a conversation and things like that. So it's been cool. So it kind of keeps that energy about the whole process up a little bit, just to know that other people are, happy to see you happy. And then they don't even necessarily know that you had, weight loss surgery. I haven't told a lot of people, but I'm sure, the word gets around, but nobody's really said anything to me. And the few people that do know at work are always really positive, and always say, how nice I'm looking and things like that. So it's good to get that positive feedback. So it was hard today not to want to, stand at the top of the stairs and yell at everybody, I made it to Wonderland. They'd probably look at me like I was crazy. I'd be down in the psych ward in no time. But so it was hard not to, have anybody to really say it to that would understand. Not really a whole lot, as far as the journey is concerned, with changes and things like that. But I thought I'd share a couple things of some of the foods that I'm eating at this phase, or this stage of the game. And I know a lot of people have mentioned these. A couple of people have shown them. I just love these. These are perfect for when I get home from work. The P3s. Love these. And they always have a cheese, a meat, and some nuts. And it's always a different combination. I like the walnuts, but they have also the, peanuts, and then they have the different cheeses and stuff. So this is excellent. I love these, and they're just right for after work. I'm not a big fan of yogurts and stuff, especially the Greek yogurts. That thickness is kind of disgusting sometimes, but they're getting better about those. And these Greek blends are actually pretty good. These actually taste really good. And this one's a raspberry chocolate. And the first one that I tried of this, I thought, oh, why did I pick up 3 of them? Because I didn't like the taste. But it's kind of one of those things that, after you get done with the first one, it's like, oh, well, that was actually pretty good. And you kind of get to liking that flavor. So the Greek blends are actually pretty good. I've mentioned my mashed potatoes quite often, but this is the ones that I get, the roasted garlic. And I mix up one of these packages, and I can divide this up into about 5, little servings, like a third to a half a cup. And then I'll just put those in the fridge, and then I'll just have those all week with my whatever meat I'm having for supper. One of the other things too is I don't really do shakes a whole lot anymore. I know I need to get a little more protein, and I get in the habit. So when I was in the grocery store this last time, I thought, I need to get something to blend into it. And sometimes when you buy the big bags of frozen berries or whatever the case may be, I don't know, by the time you get to the end of the bag, when you live alone like me, it's not like I go through them a whole lot. So they just kind of taste funny, and I feel like I'm wasting. So I saw these. They're Dole berries. Like this one's the blueberry, and I also bought a strawberry one. But they're just a cup in there, a little under a cup of berries that are already pre-made, and then it just comes in with 2 little containers in each one of these packages, and it's absolutely perfect. So I got, like I said, I got the blueberry and the strawberry. And it's just a lot more convenient, and I'm more likely to use them instead of the old bag of fruit that I have in the fridge or the freezer. One of the other things too that's always an issue in our community, dealing with weight loss surgery, is constipation. It happens a lot. So you need to get in, foods that are going to work for you, that are going to keep things moving. I found a few things I've mentioned along the way that really work. One of the things that I tried this week is prune juice, and everybody kind of usually cringes when they hear prune juice. But if you like grape juice, prune juice isn't that far away from it. And so, just having some prune juice around is actually a really good thing. And what I found is maybe every couple nights I'll just pour a glass as I'm sitting here watching TV at night right before bed. And the prune juice does a wonderful job. So if you're looking for those things to, help keep things moving, that works really well. Like I said, I'm going to be going down to Carolina this weekend, and Sam is going to have a birthday here pretty soon, so we're going to do a little celebrating. He said we were going to go out dancing again, so we'll see how that goes. I'll try and take some pictures and some videos and stuff of that if we do go out. We'll probably go out and, out to one of the local bars or something, maybe shoot some pool. We both like to shoot pool, so that'll be kind of fun, little activity. And yeah, I don't know what else, so we'll have to see how that goes. Nothing really coming up this week. I'm just gonna try and maintain it, keep it under the 200 mark. I was just so excited this morning. I just can't even tell you. Oh, I know a lot of you know. It's such a big deal. So I'm glad I made it to that. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else that's new and different and wild. I'm still trying on clothes, you know, trying to get into different things. Things are, you know, in the next sizes are fitting really well now, so I'll probably hang out there for a couple weeks and then move on to the next size. So it's really working out well. Like I mentioned before, you know, this, you know, 2.5 pounds a week is just right. Lets you settle in a little bit. Um, there was so many people that just had surgeries. Congratulations to you all. The ones that I've seen out of surgery, you know, that have done videos already seem to be doing really well, so that's good to hear. It's funny to watch their faces because you kind of remember, you know, that whole process. And I know for me, you know, because I was one of those folks that had to do the 6-month program diet, I was just beside myself after month 3 of the supervised diet. You know, I want my surgery kind of thing, and I know I was whining a lot, and so when you finally get to that day, it's just it's almost numbing kind of, and then to see them out of surgery, and you remember, you know, yeah, that was those first 2 days are a little miserable. Um, but then it gets better and better every day. Water, water, water is the big note there. You need to make sure you get in the water. And I think there's a lot of pressure, you know, sometimes with you know, the guidelines that your physician gives you. You know, they say this much protein and blah, 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 and this and this. You know, those first couple days, just, you know, I'm sure there's a few that, you know, somehow managed it, but it's not really realistic to do it right out of surgery. You know, that's something that they want you to build up to. So, you know, so you shouldn't panic about, oh my gosh, I didn't get 70 grams of protein in today. Well, you can't hardly get in a cup of water. So, you know, you kind of, you know, got to get that grip with reality, even though you know, the surgeon gives you all these fancy papers and stuff about this wild program that you're supposed to be following. So, you know, keep it real, you know, kind of remember you're just out of surgery. I was just so excited to see a few of you out, so that was good. Other than that, I think we're good to go. So we'll see you guys all next Thursday. Bye.